You know, a week ago I had my heavy coat on. It was wind chill of 0. Here today, we're well over 60 degrees, a wonderful, beautiful, spring-like weather. And I'm in my short sleeves, and I'll tell you what, we're going to have a lot of fun with the kids selling snow cones for a quarter and giving it to them if they don't have any money. With that in mind, though, you're here for a story. Okay. Well, this last week, the United States government decided to ban a steel-tipped bullet. They try to call them armor-piercing bullets. They wanted to ban that bullet. And then I don't want to, they're doing it. Okay. Now, the reasons behind that are multifaceted. They said it is to protect law enforcement officers. They said that an armor-piercing bullet can go through a bulletproof vest. Now that's kind of strange, because we had a police officer up by Ogallala shot with an SKS bullet, just regular ball ammunition, not armor-piercing, just ball ammunition. It went through the police car door, went through the vest, into the police officer, out the other side of the vest, and through that car door on the other side, and on it kept trucking. They never found the bullet, and they killed that cop with one bullet. With all of that in between him and the bullet, it still got him. That was just ball ammunition. So personally, I wouldn't be that worried about AP, because if this don't do it, an AP would, but it just, the odds of are pretty slim. Basically, if you're going to get shot, you're going to get shot. We with no vests, you know, we have that, run that risk every day. Like me, I'm on the streets every day trying to keep the peace in the park and make everybody safe. I do it without a badge, a gun, or threats of prison, and I do pretty good at it, I'm here to tell you. But this bullet is going to be banned. Okay, so be it. They've already done it. With that in mind, though, I would like to tell you that while this bullet is illegal, this one is totally legal. It's a .50 caliber bullet. You can own the gun, you can buy bullets in the United States. That's right, a .50 caliber. And what is a .50 caliber? Well, World War I, they invented this bullet to be an anti-tank weapon. The tanks of World War I were pretty thin, and so a .50 caliber bullet, do I have one? I do. This bullet shot out of this gun would go through a tank in World War I. To add to the point, after World War I, the Geneva Convention that everybody signed, they made it illegal to shoot a human being with a .50 caliber bullet. They said it's not right, it's wrong. In fact, you could theoretically face the death penalty for shooting somebody, directly aiming and trying to target a human being with a .50 caliber in wartime. Think about that. Okay, I guess our snipers missed that law, didn't they? And the United States loves to ignore laws unless they're targeting you or me. But they can break the laws all they want. Be that as it may, a .50 caliber, though, in the United States is legal for private citizens to own. While you can't own a own the 7.62 by 39. Okay. Now, of course, the truth be known, they're not trying to save police officers' lives. They don't care about the police any more than they care about the rest of us. If they did, they'd have stopped and banned smoking, because 400,000 people a year die from smoking. They're not banning it, are they? No, so they don't care. The only reason they do something is follow the money. And you can bet from the school board to the president, every one of them invested in ammunition companies and then those stocks that make this said bullet. They're all going to become millionaires because the people are going to have to pay a lot more money rather than buying the cheap ammunition from Russia and China. That's what it's all about. But it is also a point that they took a right away from us again. The right to have that given bullet. I've always said if you take a right away from the people, you have to give them another right. And we get to pick what that right is, or we should be able to. And if I was of the powers that would get to pick what we really need, I would say let's have, since you've taken a bullet away, let's have firearms safety in the school. I said firearms safety. That means not hunter safety, because very few people hunt, but just simply basic firearms safety. We have sex education in school. We have drug education in school. Firearms safety only makes sense because depending on who you believe, there's 200 million to 300 million guns in the United States. So there is a real good chance sooner or later you're going to run into someone with a gun or be around firearms. Or you're going to have an ex-lover or perhaps a gangbanger want to abuse you more than you can possibly imagine. And the best way to protect yourself is a firearm. There's just nothing that will equal a firearm in the name of defense. And so that being taught in school would be a wonderful thing as far as I'm concerned. Now, for those that would be against teaching children and young people firearms safety, we had a captain from the Chinese Army was coming through southwest Nebraska, and he was looking to just check out the area. He was looking to check out the area, and I got to visit with the man, and one of the things he was talking about is his high school, and that in their high school, one thing the first thing they had to always do is that they had to learn, even from little on up, was to obey the government. Okay. And then the next thing they taught them in high school, though, on the side, is how to disassemble and assemble an AK-47, and also qualify by shooting it in high school. So firearms safety and guns in the school system would be a good thing, and it would improve the general public's idea of what firearms are all about, that they're not the monster. There are monsters out there that use guns, but the gun itself is not a monster. And in fact, the gun can protect you from said monsters. This is McCook's Mr. Bill, just throwing out some ideas that might wiggle the branches, keep your comments clean, and they stand on Donzi 52. And I gotta go sell some snow cones.